I know you're surprised about the gloves. I did wear gloves on this one. You know, I'm trying to follow the rules. Hey guys, welcome back. What's up, subbies, and hello, newbies. And if you don't know what a newbie is, honey, a newbie be anybody checking me out. Maybe for the first time, maybe for the second. Honey, we don't count around here. We really don't. I just want my subbies and my newbies to come on in. Today, honey, did you read the title of the video? Don't adjust your TV sets. Don't adjust your iPhones or iPads or whatever you happen to be watching me on, because there is nothing wrong with what you are seeing. Well, maybe there's something wrong, but you are seeing what you're seeing. Yes, I am wearing a paper bag on my head. Now, you may wonder why. And those who do know. And those who don't, let me just fill you on in. I didn't want to give the end of the video at the front of the video. You see what I'm saying? After weeks of talking about it and contemplating and thinking about it and contemplating, you get my drift, I have finally cut my hair. And so, me being me, I did not want to put the end results at the front of the video because I wanted to, just talk just a little bit about the process and what had happened. And then I will show you what had happened. A little unorthodox, but that's how we do it around here. Anyway, so I'm going to quickly go over what had happened and then end up with where we are now. And then we're going to get up out of here. Okay? Now, for all those who are newbies and peeking in for the very first time or second, and for all those who are not initiated, I had some grays, which we call around here, we call them storm highlights. Yes. So I wanted to cover some grays, and I had been looking at Clairol Beautiful, or the Clairol Beautiful Collection. I picked out two colors, and then I decided on which color I was going to use. And again, Clairol Beautiful is a semi-permanent. So it's a semi-permanent. It is not permanent dye. Therefore, I was not looking to color my hair as far as a total change because it has no ammonia and no peroxide in it. I was looking more so to cover the storm highlights. What you guys call grays, we call storm highlights around here. Anyway, so I was looking to cover those. Not that I really have a problem with them, but I figured, why not? So I relaxed my hair last week, and even though I could have possibly, maybe, perhaps colored my hair last week on top of relaxing, because it's so gentle on the hair, the Clairol Beautiful, and most semi-permanents or rinses are, I decided to do it this week. So I did it last night. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So that was the goal, to basically do a tonal shift, if you will, on my hair, because I have a lot of red in my hair. So I just wanted to flatten that out, just neutral it out, if you will, neutralize that and make it a little lighter once you see it in the sunlight, and cover the grays. And again, for those who did not watch my color video where I introduced the products that I was using, I bought two colors. I bought one in the regular and one in the gray solution. Both are pretty good for grays. This one is specifically formulated for covering grays, but I used this one last night. So now that we know the mission, and before we get to the execution, I'm just going to take a little poll. For all of those who think that I was successful in using the Clairol Beautiful, the regular Clairol Beautiful, I want y'all to put. And for all those who think, I don't know if it really took or not, or her hair gonna look the same and this and that, and it didn't turn out too good, I want y'all to put. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right to the execution. Okay, so I started out my wash day or wash night Everything was usual, meaning I used all my usual suspects. Y'all know what I'm saying. I used my Garnier and my Theory shampoos. Shampooing once with the Garnier and twice with my Theory. Y'all know how I work it. After doing that, I dried my hair. I tapped it dry with a towel because on the directions it says to apply to freshly shampooed and towel dried hair. And I like following instructions, so that's what I did. So I tapped it dry and make sure it was dried, and then I took my gloves and took the color and commenced the coloring. Oh, I colored the right hand side. Oh, I colored the left hand side. I colored up top, and I even colored below, meaning the ends, okay. I colored. I spread color everywhere. But I focused mainly on my hairline because that's where those highlights are. And I made sure to sort of finger in where I really want it concentrated. I did my trusty little Princess Leia buns. Again, y'all know me. I did my Princess Leia buns and I put my cap on top, plastic cap, and I sat for about 30 minutes. Now on the instructions, it doesn't say anything about putting any heat or cap on it. But when I used to use it before, that's what I did. So I just stuck with that. So I bent the rules on that one just a little bit. So after that, I rinsed it out. I rinsed it out with cool water. So sort of tepid water. It wasn't cold because I can't do cold. I just can't do cold on my head. I just can't do it. So I did it was tepid, and that was good enough for me. Now I will say, after I rinsed it out, my hair did seem soft. Now I've used this before, so I wasn't surprised by that. But overall, my hair felt good. So I rinsed it out. And then I put the conditioner on for the same amount of time. I put the conditioner on maybe for about 4 to 5 minutes. I rinsed out and commenced to styling as usual. And everybody who knows what that means. I basically blow dried and I flat ironed and then I wrapped it up. And so now here we are, the day after. So if all of your answers are locked in, without further ado, let's get right to it, shall we? Now I wore a black shirt today so you could see the contrast. I showed you guys before how much red I had in my hair before, so I wanted to show you the contrast. So I'm hoping you can see this up against my black shirt. Before, my hair was a lot redder, and it did subdue it a little bit. I can see that. I don't know if it's being picked up on camera, but I can see where the red has somewhat been subdued, and it has more of a golden tone now. And again, the color that I used was B as in boy, it looks like O as in Oscar, 1, N as in Nancy. And this is a light natural blonde. So again, I wasn't looking to come out with blonde hair. This is a semi-permanent. There's no lifting involved. It just lays on top. But I was looking to sort of shift the tone of my hair, and it did do that. Now I'm going to see if I can insert a photo of my hair before with all the redness in it. There it is. Okay. So as I was saying, my hair was a little redder, as you can see. It was a little redder. And I'm hoping that you can, again, see the contrast where it's now not as red. My hair does feel good. It feels soft. It definitely feels soft. And it does have body as before. So in that regard, it feels the same. My ends feel good. They don't feel parched or anything like that. They feel pretty normal. So it pretty much feels the same in that regard as well. But I will say that when I did curl it, I could feel that there was something on it. You know what I mean? I could feel that it was coated with something. It's coated with a color now. So I could feel the product. I could feel that difference in my hair, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just an observation. Now, for all you eagle eyes out there, you may have already picked up, you may have already noticed that, yes, my grays are still, they still there. They still popping. The storm highlights have not gone anywhere. So they're still there. But I will say where I concentrated that they are tinted. Oh, it's still there. See, still there. So instead of them being bright white, which they were before, they were like a silvery white. They're more like a French vanilla, if you will. So they're not yellow, but they're like a French vanilla. They've been subdued as well. So while it's not bright white, they are still noticeable as grays. And again, for those who are not initiated, my goal was to have my grays look a little bit more blonde and not as gray. And so with regard to that, I don't think that was a success. Okay. So for all those who put, y'all were right. Okay, y'all were right. And again, I'm using the regular Clairol. So I wasn't putting all my hopes in the regular Clairol basket. That's why I got 2 of them. But I wanted to try this one just to see what it was hitting for. And this one, it got all my normal hair to the tone I can really see. I can see the tone in my hair as far as it being more golden. But the grays, it did not cover, at least not mine. And on top of that, I did choose a light color. I didn't choose black. I didn't choose brown, like a dark brown. I chose a blonde. So even with that, and it being the normal bottle from Clairol Collection and not the gray solution, it was kind of iffy. You know, it was kind of iffy. But I figured I'd try. Just, just straight out the box, I just figured I'd try. So in conclusion, I will admit that already I'm kind of missing my red. You know, it's just very ironic that, you know, I was like, oh, I'm excited. Ooh, you know, I'm going to do the color. Then after I did the color, I guess because I'm so used to my hair looking red, I was just a little taken aback. You know, I was like, okay, this is different. So I kind of missed my red, but I'm going to see what happens with the sun. You know, the sun can help with the hair and lightening and do all this and yada, yada, yada. And the red is still there. But I will say that it looks like a more sandy brown now. I mean, I just did it. You know, I just did it. So I gotta sit and live with it for a minute. I'm happy that I did it. And I am curious what the weeks are going to, what the following weeks are going to really entail. And what I'm gonna do is next week I'm going to follow up with the Olaplex. I'm going to use Olaplex in my hair. Again, this is a semi-permanent. I'm just crossing my T's and dotting my I's. I'm just gonna baby my hair, make sure everything stays intact, and just make sure that I'm doing what I need to do, my due diligence. So I'm going to follow up next week with Olaplex 3 and just baby it a little bit, you know, see what it's hitting for, and just take it from there. So I like it, but I'm waiting to like it more. Does that make any sense? I like the initial showing of it. I'm waiting to fall in love with it. And it may not happen. I may have to do the advanced gray. I like it. It's just got to grow on me. Now, will I do this again? What y'all think? Y'all think I'm going to do it again? Yes or no? Huh? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Well, I say I might do this again because I do have the advanced gray solution in the toasted hazelnut. So that's going to be darker. That's definitely, and this is formulated for grays, like I keep saying. So this should really give it the 1-2 punch as far as the grays. But I'm going to give my hair a minute, and then maybe I'll circle back. And when I do, I'll do with the advanced gray solution. Now this one should really cover everything, but I'm a little scared that it's going to make it. I'm being an old lady about it. I know it. I'm being an old lady about it because, you know, it's just something to get used to. I'm not sad about it. Please don't take it that way. I'm not. I'm just adjusting, and I'm adjusting in front of all y'all. So I'm just sort of taking it all in. This is my first time seeing it because I just did it last night and then wrapped it up. So we'll see. So we shall see. So will I do it again? I think so, but not right now. That's my full answer. So that was quite a looky-loo, right? So we came, we saw, and now we're about to get up out of here. What do you think? I think we should, honey, because that's what we're about to do. So that wasn't too bad, right? We were in and out, okay? Okay, I had to come back in here and just give a little update, even though it hasn't been too long. I'm liking it. So I'm changing from old woman, like I don't like change, and it's kind of growing on me. It really is. I'm liking it. So I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. But yeah, I saw it in the full length mirror, and I just sort of stepped back, and I was just like, Okay, so that's it. I don't want to jibber jabber too much longer. I just want to say that it's growing on me. I like it. All right, I'm out. I want to thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And yeah, we'll be back talking about some more stuff. Honey, we got some more stuff to do, so I need you to come on back. All right? So you gotta come back for that. So you already know. It's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same Dolce channel. So you come on back.